Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 2. Well, we are here in the village, next to the moo cows, and let's start exploring. So we got a sign here, some sort of notice board. There are several things here, some ads, some job notices, and even a drawing. It looks as though some of these have been here for quite a while. Yep, we just found the Adventurers Guild quest board. And let's look at closer look at the drawing. A crude drawing what looks like a Brahmin with a big X through it, and the word Tor scrawled underneath. They'll never notice. This one looks good, something about booze. Booze got your attention, didn't it? Bum prevents business. Bum lang prevents business. Need help refueling still. Speed and reliable tap needed. See Whiskey Bob over at Ma Buckner's place. Something about a bath. Feeling grubby, nothing makes a feller feel better than a nice bath. 3 fun-filled types to choose from, featuring the beautiful and talented Jenny, Lady of the Den. See Big Nose Sal at the bathhouse for more exciting details. About lizard hides. Top dollar for top pelts. You have gecko pelts, I have dollars. Golden gecko pelts especially welcome. See me first. Senjag, operator owner of Golden Gecko Tavern. Here's something about rats. Too many rats down Trapper Town. Come get 'em, all you can eat. Some about old stuff here. Genuine and cutes. Anti-cutes? Anti-cues, yes, antiques. They don't make it like they used to. In fact, they honestly don't make it at all. If you want the good stuff, see Vic the Trader, east side of downtown. There's our man. And it looks like somebody's gone missing. Missing person. Has anyone seen Smiley the Trapper? Smiley's about 6 feet tall, clean and housebroken, mostly. Disappeared up north, and I miss him. Adrian Buckner. Sickly man in dirty robes. Hello there. I haven't seen you in Klamath before. I'm Aldo, the town greeter. It's my job to greet anyone new in town and to answer any questions they might have about our bubonic little burg. Who might you be? My name is Matt Avareo. I am the chosen one. Yeah, let's go. Just thank me. Yeah, just thanks for welcoming me. Well, friend Matt, since you're new to these parts, so you could use some pointers. I'll let you know it's customary to tip the town greeter for asking any questions and such. Here's a tip for you. Stay off the booze for a while. A tip, huh? I guess it's worth $5 to get you off my back. Well, I wouldn't want to go against custom. Is 5 enough? You should give me a tip just so I won't take the time to rid Klamath of your filthy hide. Yeah, let's go with sarcasm in this case. Thanks for nothing. Hope you don't stay in town too long. We don't need your kind here. Tribals, you're all the same. And this strikes me as a good time to check a new feature for this game. And we do not have it up here yet, it looks like. Yep, find Vic the Trader, retrieve the gecko, and all the quests we've completed are on here. But this game set up a new karma system. Well, not really karma as such. Karma's there, but reputation would be more accurate to say. Because what you do in one township will make you more or less popular, depending upon how you're going about helping folk or terrorizing them or what have you. I'll give you some pretty beads if you leave me alone. Yeah. Smash white man's smart mouth. Tribal not happy. And never garden here. And we're probably not going to... I sure wish we had a wall around the town. Yeah, I'm in Pottersville or Trumpton or whatever you want to call it. But this fellow looks familiar. Me, Tor. Nice to meet you, Tor. Anything interesting happened around here lately? Bugmen take moo-moos at night. Tor skilled. Help Tor? Sure, Tor. I can help you guard the Brahmin. You help Tor. Moo-moo's field. Point east of here. Now, yes? Can't help you now. Will help later, but not now. Because we do have somebody to speak to first. And that building might look a bit familiar, you might be thinking, or at least the ad does. Why don't you go back to the Golden Gecko? And yeah, could try looting there, but not going to help. But there are, in fact, two guys we want to talk to before we agree to help Tor. And unfortunately, we're still going to have the same problem that we had in the first game of not being able to... Finding the way to enter the buildings is going to be half the challenge. Anyway. You must have come from the north, from the den. Well, actually, I have not. You see a sturdy old woman with a tired smile. Hello there, my name's Adrian Buckner, and this is my place. Say, you didn't see a trapper named Smiley outside of town, did you? Half to herself, he's been gone for too long. Never should let him go off on that fool quest of his. And then, I need something else right now. Smiley, no, I haven't seen a trapper by that name. Tell me about him. Well, Smiley and me were getting downright serious with each other. I thought I'd finally gotten him to agree to settle down here and help me run this place, but he said he had to go off on one last quest. A quest? Well, he called it a quest. He told me he thought he knew where all the golden geckos came from, and he wanted to find out for sure. He thought that maybe it was some kind of magic spring, or maybe a hidden cave, or a vault of some sort. Well, I don't rightly know what he saw, but he seemed all real excited about it. But I shouldn't have let him go. He's 2 weeks later getting back than he said he'd be, and I'm worried. I'd like to help. I could look for him for you. That's bad. Maybe he just ran out on you. I think I know why he would, too. Oh, thank you. Let me mark on your map where he talked about looking. I sure hope you can find him. He isn't much, but I still love him, and I miss him more than I thought I could. Please find him for me. Well, I'll do what I can, but let me ask something first. I'm wondering if you're the person to talk to about local news and events. I'd like to buy something. I need a room. Well, let's go ahead and start with local events. You should talk to my daughter Nadia about that. I don't really keep track of what's going on lately. Too much just keeping an eye on my own business. Oh, okay, well, I'll talk to her then. One of our best trappers is missing. Howdy, stranger. My name's Whiskey Bob. What's yours? My name's Matt. Nice to meet you, Whiskey Bob. Always nice to find another drinking buddy. Want to buy me a drink? Talking always makes me thirsty. Yeah, I don't want to buy you a drink. With a name like yours, Whiskey Bob, you should be providing the drinks. Yeah, sure, Bob. Don't mind a bit. Thanks for this drink, partner. Now that my whistle's wet, I feel I can share a problem I have with. Hey, maybe you can help me out. How can I help you out? You see, I have a little side business that I need some tending to. I have a moonshine still outside of town that needs to be fueled up every so often. Since a gecko didn't bit my leg, I can't hobble out to it before it runs out. A fuel. I'll tell you where it is. If you refuel it for me, it's worth $50 to me. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. All you have to do is find a little shack just south of town. Go inside, dump some firewood into the still. Then come back here and I'll give you your money. But it needs to be done within the next day or my batch of hooch will go bad. That sounds pretty easy. I'll do it. You do it? Great. Remember, you gotta do it sooner or my hooch will go bad. Thanks for the heat. See you back here soon. Tell me what's going on in town first. All sorts of things going on hereabouts lately. We got Brahmin mutilators, walking spirits, gigantical rats, and missing people. Some even say the den's involved. Den? What kind of den? Not a den, the den. You'll not find a greater hive of scum and villainy. Now, where did I hear that? In any case, it's a rough sort of place. Few days travel south of Klamath. Anything can be had there for a price. Even slave, you have to be very careful there. Lots of short-tempered sets of dangerous weapons. I don't think they have too much to do with us, though. We're too poor here. Let me ask something else. Talking about the Brahmin mutilations. They say that critters that look like giant man-shaped bugs and a shell and everything are mutilating Brahmin at night. All they find are the torn open, horribly hacked-up Brahmin corpses. That sounds terrible. If you have seen the bugman, but the one who's got the best look was Tor, the Buckner's boy. What he saw scared him half out of his wits, and the poor lad is a bit shy in that department already. Incredible. Let me ask about something else. The walking spirits. There's a canyon just to the west of town that had a bright light in it a few months back. Every now and then, there's been a horrible squealing sound that comes from the canyon. Ramen that wander in there don't come back. Everybody's afraid to get too new. Yes, surely a sign of spirit infestation. If only you had a competent shaman. Tell me about something else. Gigantical rats? I gotta hear about these. Well, back at Trapper Town, just to the west of downtown, there is a back section that's overrun by rats. The further back you go, the bigger they get. Some say there's one huge rat spirit that's leading them all. Some of the trappers won't even stay there anymore. They say it's too dangerous. Well, okay. Missing people? Tell me more. Lately we've had a couple of people go missing. A trader named Vic who specialized in pre-war stuff, and one of our best trappers. Tell me more about this trader some call Vic. Well, Vic was quite a fellow. Didn't like to work too much, so he would specialize in expensive pre-war things and then go sell them to the den, or even hawking stupid tribals as religious artifacts. Oops, no offense. Anyhow, I hadn't seen him for a while. Last I heard he went south to sell some stuff, maybe to the den. What about the missing trapper? Real person to tell you about the missing trapper would be Mrs. Buckner. She and Smiley were getting pretty close. He went north to look for the cave of the golden geckos and hadn't been seen since. That was a while back, too. Interesting. Tell me something else. And I need to ask you about something else. You ever heard of something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit? Garden of Eden Creation Kit? Well, I think I saw one of those listed up on a page of old catalogs I was looking through when I was sitting down out back. But I don't know much more about it than that. Really? I'd like to see that catalog. Kind of use that page to take care of some business, if you know what I mean. Oh, that kind of business. I prefer old newspaper myself. Oh well, something else then. Where do the tribals get old newspaper? Okay, so. Still to the south of town. And we need to take care of that right away. And it looks like there are more geckos around here. And these geckos are outright hostile. But maybe we can use the spear a bit more effectively now. Maybe not. Alright, looks like we're going to be sticking and moving for a bit. And looks like the geckos are way tougher than... ants, and maybe about as tough as the scorpions. Good soundtrack, though. Alright, that got that one. And these were the little geckos. And that looks like a golden gecko right there, which of course they're going to be much more aggressive. That does nothing. Let's see, I was supposed to put wood in it, wasn't I? Yeah. These wooden boxes are falling apart from the weather. Well, can I pick them up and use them? And yeah, this is, again, one of the irritating things about the interface here. Ah, there we go, firewood. Forgive me, it's been a while since I've done this one. I did not play ahead on this bit. It sounds as though the hooch is distilling nicely. Now, you get 100 experience points for refueling the still. Just for novelty's sake, let's see if we can take on one of the gold geckos just by kicking. Oh. Put that sharpened spear to use, just in case. And just in case I am doing something incredibly stupid. Ah, two of them. Maybe if I back off, only one of them will chase me. Yeah, well, my hit chance was only 28, so I think we'll be doing the kicking still. Oh, and actually will let me target a strong kick. Although my chances still aren't great of getting in a headshot. You critically missed and lost your next turn and got hit for 5 hit points. Golden Gecko critically missed and took 3 hit points, knocked down, and hurt himself. And okay, I am now apparently at the point where... Yeah, my melee weapons is slightly worse than my unarmed, but... What governs unarmed? Yeah, unarmed is based on agility, melee is based on agility and strength. Either way, I think running for the exit seems as good a direction as any to move fighting this thing. Well, since my odds are slightly better. Oh, and I can throw the spear. And you can see now why I'm going the middle of the road route with this playthrough. Because if I were playing a complete and total non-combatant, like I did with my Fallout 1 playthrough, relatively speaking, we'd be kind of hosed right now. Okay, yeah, heck with it. Okay, well, time for a healing powder, I think. And we have a little kid. What is that? Can I have that? Well, thanks for refueling my still for me. Here's your $50. Got any questions I can answer for you? Yep. So what's going on in town lately? And same thing. Nice to have you here. My name's Nadia Buckner. I take care of trading and drinks here. What will it be for you, friend? I have some questions for you. Questions, son. We'll get on with it. Talking to you doesn't get my work any closer to being finished. Have you heard of something called a Garden of Eden creation kit? The only way I know how to create a Garden of Eden is through plain old hard work, but that's something you tribals just don't seem to understand. I guess that's the difference between us civilized folk and yourself. Screw you too. Again, civilized, you think you're civilized because you live in the burned out ruins of a before-time town? Tell me something else. Let's go Conan answer on this. More questions? We'll go on and be quick about it. Tell me what's going on here in Klamath. Well, you'd be better off asking Mama what's going on right here in town. Okay, I'll talk to her about that. Whatever towns are nearby. There's only a couple other towns nearby. There's Reading to the far southwest and Vidin a few days south. I wouldn't go to Vidin. Why wouldn't you go to Vidin? Vidin's a bad place to go, even enslaved ignorant tribals like yourself. It's been a week or south so here, but most folk that have gone there don't come back. Tell me about the local tribes. Well, I don't count tribes when you ask about civilized towns, but I guess there's a group of the savages somewhere to the northwest, and then there's Solk's tribe far to the southwest. That's funny, my tribe doesn't count pre-war towns that we talk about civilized places. Tell me something else. Oh, you're civilized, alright, I don't think I want part of it. Tell me, what about the Den? Den's a bad place to go. Isn't Sulk your slave, or do you just treat him like one? Sulk's a tribal that's working off to pay a debt he foolishly incurred. He's not a slave. We don't have slaves here in Klamath. Paying off a debt? What do you mean? Well, you see, Sulk got real upset and he had too much booze. Then he was good and drunk. He busted up the place. Nearly $500 worth of damage. Just now getting the place repaired. Why did he get so upset? He said he found that his sister had been kidnapped by slavers, but you have to ask him about that. He's here until he can pay off the rest of the damage he did while he was drunk. How much does he have to work off? He still has to pay off about $350. We weren't so lazy and shiftless it would go quicker for him. He's not leaving here until his debt is paid in full. That's a lot of money. I think he's going to be here for a long time. Well, he may be slow, but he does sort of grow on you after a while. Looks away lustfully, or wistfully. Small font there. Flustered. Now that's enough jaw flapping. You need something else? I was curious about something else. And what's going on? Yeah. What do we have to barter? We got a flare, a spear, a first aid kit, stim packs, a crowbar, throwing knives, booze, beer, water, rope, gecko pelt, meat jerky, healing powder, and leather armor. And 186 in caps. Okay, leather armor is probably way more than we can afford right now, but let's see if we can get rid of the spear. How much does scorpion tails go for? Yeah. Well, let's get some jerky, because that could be useful. Rope 92. What does healing powder go for? 154. Well, we're good on that for the moment. Somehow get the feeling we're going to need that crowbar eventually, but for now, let's just go for straight up caps. I think that's all I need to know for now. My name's Sally Dunham, but they mostly call me Big Nose Sally. I'm the owner of this bathhouse. We have a whole hassle of special attained baths for you to pick from. What kind of special attended baths do you have here, as if I didn't know? The special baths that we have vary in cost by the amount of time that the gal spends with you and any special services that you take advantage of. You mean I get to be with a real live girl? Sign me up. I don't think I'm ready for this. I better go. I think that the appearance of attendant had better figure into the cost, too. The baths that we have available are a washcloth hand wipe, a brief full body wash, and lastly, the round-the-world full squeaky clean service offered by the beautiful and talented Jenny, recently trained at the finest house in the den. How about getting a discount on those baths? Well, now, it wouldn't be fair discounting my services. My goods are well worth what they charge. Or my gals are worth well what they charge. I cannot read straight today. I guess that's fair enough. Tell me what you have. Can I mix and match? No, you have to choose one at a time. You can always come back for more, usually after a brief rest. Wink, wink. If I can't make my own combinations, I don't even want a bath. I'm out of here. I think I'm ready to get a bath with someone else watching. I'm going to leave. I'm sorry we couldn't help you out. Come back later, though. So, yeah. 1990s RPG, guys. You come for the fan service and stay for the really crummy fan service. But this does appear to be Vic's. And it looks like he's got quite a few of these water flasks. A deck of tragic cards. Some beer. And some water. I was expecting that to be locked. And yeah, we have to move around inside here to be able to see everything. But there are, in fact, boxes. And more boxes. And even more boxes. And some trash. But inside his back room is what appears to be a set of shelves. But good luck trying to get to it. And the bookcase has a stem pack. A pipe rifle. A radio. And some ammo, and we finally have a small gun. But we're not going to use this small gun just yet, because, honestly, the pipe rifle, it's not that great. Your name, Tor? Well, howdy there, stranger. Welcome to the Golden Gecko Tavern, Hotel, and Trading Post. I'm Sajik. I ran the place. What can I get for you? I'd like to buy a round drinks for the whole bar and introduce myself. It cost me 30. Round piss for the whole bar, then? Huzzah! That'll be 30. Big smile. Everyone here in town is drinking piss. Hope everybody enjoys the beer. Sanjak, I need some information. Yeah? What the heck do you want to know about? Are there any other settlements nearby? Yeah, there are a couple settlements nearby. There's some travels northwest of us, but I suppose you know about them. There's a den a few days south of here. That's the closest. And I'm on a town called Reading, ways to the southwest. Okay, I have another question for you. Any traders here? Not too many traders here in town, just Vic, that I can think of. He's got a house in the east part of town. He used to trade pre-war stuff at the den of travels. Haven't seen him for a bit, though. Another question. Anything unusual going on? Well, let's see, all sorts of things going on in town lately. There's Brahmin mutilating bugmen, rodents of unusual size, a walking spirit, and a missing hunter. Claims to become a real hotspot lately. Well, let's hear about the bugmen. Well, they say the critters that look like man-sized bugs walking around on two legs are tearing open Brahmin in the middle of the night. Only tourists caught good looking, though. Scary, huh? Tell me about the RAUSs. Some say there's a gigantic rat the size of a Corvega that rules over all the rats in Trapper Town west of downtown. They say that it lives in an old mine underneath Trapper Town that the other rats bring it any shiny objects they find. Shiny baubles. West of town there's a canyon. A few months back there was a bright light coming from there, and then critters started disappearing. Tracks lead in the canyon, but none come out. Spooky, huh? Some even have a weird whining sound off in the canyon walls there, too. I'm surprised the hunter has gone missing with all his excitement, but tell me about him, too. Now, Starman was one of the best trappers there ever was. He up and left Mrs. Buckner one day, say he was going to find out where the golden geckos come from. Say he'd be back rich if he could find it, but he hadn't come back. And that was a while back, too. Well, let's hear more local news. Other things? Looking for a job. Any leads? Well, the Dutton brothers are always looking for someone to do their dirty work for them, and for that matter, two of the Buckner boys scared to go tend the Brahmin at night on account of the bugmen. And where can I get healing supplies? I got all kinds of things right here, kid. Healing supplies, booze, all sorts of stuff. You got special sources, you might say. I was looking good for a good gecko pelt, too. Yeah, let me see what you've got. Actually, wait a minute. Special sources, you should be able to give me a really good price. I don't know what you're talking about, pal. Do you want to trade or not? You make connections of a den. Come on, I know you can make me a better deal. Well, I don't have prices like this for just anybody. It's not easy to get this stuff from the den. Well, let's see. We got Rataway, another pipe rifle, spears, booze, more booze, jerky, stim packs, regular knife, throwing knife, leather jacket, which might be a bit more of our speed as far as armor goes. $482. Wow. Who knew they actually would be worth something someday? And yeah, still not enough for the leather, but... Well, ammo's ammo, even though I don't have a halfway decent gun to use at the moment, but let's see what else we might find. Well, it's just my educated opinion, but I can see by the way you move you could do with a few pointers. Pointers with what? About the sweet science, of course, the sport and art. The art you talk about magic. Can you teach me magic spells? He grins broadly. Sure, Ambigora. Oh, he's Irish suddenly. Sure, Ambigora, I could teach you all about the folk, leprechaun spriggans, banseed, and the like. Would you like that? That sounds great. Teach away. Talking to those around. Did you hear that? I got myself a live one here. Wants to hear about the fairies, the wee goblins, and such. Hoo, hoo, hoo. He doubles over in laughter. Here, lad, have a drink on me. That's your ticket to the realms of the Fey folk. All you need is a drink? Somehow I feel as though you're pulling my leg a bit. Well, maybe I'm at that, nevertheless. You are a bunny good sport about, though. Here's a beer on me for taking it so well. Yeah. Thanks. Is that what you're saying about the sweet science? Pugilism, the manly art of hand-to-hand combat, that's what I mean. I guess I could use some help with that. Well, let's go outside and see what I can teach you. You see, it's all about getting your whole wee buddy to snap like a whip. Uh-huh. Several sweaty hours later. So see what you were doing wrong then. Yes, I do. Thanks for taking the time to help me out, Mr. Sullivan. Yes, John Sullivan, who was a, name of a famous boxer. That was great. Let me give you $10 for some brew on me. Least I can do. No, I couldn't take money from me. It was my very own pleasure to teach what I know. You just take darn good care of yourself now. You got real potential. That's great. Just let me ask you one thing. Where do you want to have a fight like that? Oh, that was a long time ago when I was a wee young lad, didn't have any sense in me thick head. A place called Reno. You may just keep your nose clean and stay away from the likes of that place. Where's Reno? I don't know what to tell you. You get on now. Keep it out of harm's way. Goodbye now. Okay, thanks again. Goodbye, John. And it is now nighttime. And this strikes me, and we got 150 experience points for John Sullivan helping us improve our melee skill. And these look like some disreputable sorts wandering around. You just watch where awful we can get inside when we can talk. Yep, very similar men. They could be twins, both heavily muscled, and have beating brawls. Well, I was going to say this would be a good place to stop, and I think it will be, but we'll pick up with chatting with these folks next time. See you then.